with some real talk. Okay? Sound good? Great.
Yo! I guess the best way to look at it. What's up, New York? I know exactly who the hell I am. But anyway, like Leslie said, my name is Will Tucker. I'm a 4-time natural bodybuilding champion. Now, wait a minute. I see how some of y'all sizing me up like I kick my ass. But you know, you give me lather up and coconut oil and some good light, and I can get down with the best of them. I own and operate Will Tucker Fitness back in Phoenix, Arizona, or WTF as I go by, as you see right there. I'm a contributor to Vegan Health and Fitness magazine, and I'll fill you in as we go in. I know we don't have a lot of time, so we're just gonna pass down brief intros, get to the good shit, alright?
Alright, y'all, my name's Ndem, I'm from California. I do powerlifting. Basically, it's 3 lifts, lift them as heavy as fuck, and I like to eat a lot of food. Of course, I hear all this vegan food out here, and personal training. My site is called Hot Chocolate Fitness, because I gotta keep it nice and high, you know? And that's it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Dominic Thompson. Everybody probably know me as Dom's Thompson online. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Originally from Chicago, West Side. Some of you guys probably know it's a Chirac. I am an ethical vegan. I haven't had meat in over 15, 16 years. I started a company called Crazies and Weirdos. We're based out of Williamsburg, Brooklyn. We produce sustainable clothing. 80% of our clothes is handmade in New York, 20% is produced in the Cali market, and we also use organic and recycled materials. So we're sweatshop free. And I want you guys to be very conscious about when you're shopping. So even if they're vegan, make sure you're sweatshop free, because you know you just can't just go buy a shirt and not expecting to harm any other human beings across the world. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a little bit about me, and give it to my Mr. Smiley Face right here, Mr. Vegan himself, John Lewis. Hi everybody, how y'all doing? Alright, we're gonna try that one more time. Hi everybody, how y'all doing? We here to party, man. We're gonna have a good time. This ain't like them seminars where you got somebody nodding off in the left corner, and Saturday night did happen, so you got an excuse this Sunday, so it's okay. My name is John Lewis, aka Badass Vegan. Started my company Badass Vegan in 2010. It basically was to start off as a safe haven for people that were looking to be vegan or that already were vegan. It was gonna kind of be like a Facebook, but vegan style, and it just took its own wings and didn't want to do that. So now we have a health and fitness company. We have Vegan Smart, which is my protein shake. I have a gaming app company called M.B.A. Fun and Games, where we donate proceeds of the gaming apps to not only animal sanctuaries, but also like what he's talking about, we donate to actual charities to feed the homeless and things of that nature. Because I think a lot of times vegans, we get a bad rap that we don't give a fuck about humans, which in some cases is true, but most cases we love humans. So we don't want to forget anybody, so doing that as well. And I have a documentary coming out with the makers of Cowspiracy. They're going to do a story of my life growing up in Ferguson, Missouri, and how the meat industry impacts our way of thinking. And I will keep going on, but we don't have that much time. So, Leslie, ready?
I'm ready.
Get ready to get real? Let's do it.
Get real. Let's get real.
Let's go.
So, I'm just going to kick things off here. I want to ask the guys to share about what it's like to be a person of color in the vegan community.
Wait, y'all covered?
I just noticed too, you got 4 Negroes up here.
Unicorn session up in this shit.
No,
So what it's like to be a person of color and vegan? Well, let me tell you something first. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with that, but either you black or you damn black when you live there. I mean, there ain't no in between, for real. So, you know, when I first moved to Arizona and, you know, I went vegetarian first, I came home for the holidays, my family like, oh, now you got out there and got with all that white elitist shit, eating vegetables and fruits. What the fuck is wrong with you? So, and it's funny, you know, I've been plant-based, well, I was vegetarian 5 years, then went full vegan 5.5 years, so it's been a 10.5 ride. So it changes, it evolved. I guess my family is coming around. In the beginning, it was concern. Where are you gonna get your protein? Are you gonna die? And I don't go home much. I go home for special occasions, weddings and funerals. So that's the only time I go home. So then about halfway down the line, you know, midway 5 years in, it's like ridicule. It's like, oh, the fucking vegans here, go get some grass and twigs. Because it's always a family gathering when I go home. Now they really evolved. They see me and they act like they mad at me. They're like, got the nerve, I ain't eaten meat in like 10 years, got the nerve to show up all alive and shit. We bought that pot, we gotta get a refund. Thought your ass was gonna be dead 10 years ago. But it's all good. So they've evolved and they accept me now and they do leave a salad option when I go home and eat.
So mine's a little similar to Will's. Every time in the beginning, my mom, when I told her I was gonna be vegetarian, she's all like, I don't want you to shrivel up and die, son. This is no way you can be doing that. I'm like, Mom, it's cool. So I had to buy all my food on my own to show it was serious, and then she started buying me food. My grandma, on the other hand, she's from the South, so she likes to give all that meat and all other stuff. So she's one of them that feeds you all the time. Like you go to your grandma's house, you know you're gonna be eating a lot of places, you're gonna gain like 10, 20 pounds going over there. So my grandma was always about feeding me, and when I turned vegetarian, she was like, I got some food for you. Like, I got you some lettuce. I was like, how you gonna do with that? I'm like, oh, thanks, Nanny, that's cool.
She didn't know you was gonna be hot chocolate business.
Basically, but now they're a little bit more kind to it. Now they're to a point like, some of them are like, why are you trying to be all healthy and stuff? And it's just like, so I want to live. So they're starting to slowly get the hang of it, but
Before you go, DOMZ, you can't be coming in here with hot dogs in front of us like that. You know what I'm saying?
Who did that?
I thought she was gonna walk up to the stage with a hot dog and then she just handed him one and she said that was funny. Go ahead, DOMZ, man. I'm just
I would piss them off now.
I mean, honestly, listen, when I went vegan, I wasn't even thinking about colors and racial issues and stuff like that, because I did it for the animals. And my story's a little bit different. My mom used to feed me when I was 8 years old chicken wings, and I really felt like there was little bitty arms. I see all that cartilage up in there and those veins, and I used to just look at them and give it back to her. So we used to fight back and forth, but my mom got real smart. She started buying fish sticks and chicken breast when she can afford it. Because, you know, like Chris Rock said, if it's all white, it's all right. Because I didn't see it. I didn't see that cartilage, but fast forward into my teenage years, I end up, long quick story, because I could be all day talking about this, but I used to be heavy in the streets. And I felt like what was happening to me when I was like 20, 21 was karma catching up to me. And long story short, I ended up getting arrested, ended up doing some time. I did a couple of years in federal prison. And in there, my first week when I got incarcerated, I decided to go plant-based. And when I did that, everything changed for me, 180. As far as the energy, the universe, everything just started lining up for me. I felt like that was the universe really bringing me back to what I discovered as a child and telling me what I need to do going forward. So this is why when you see what I post, passionate things online, listen, I've been there. I've been treated like property. I've been told what to sleep, shit, and eat. But the only thing different between me and animals, I wasn't destroyed. They tried to destroy me and break my soul down, but they didn't. And so yeah, I went plant-based in prison. And I did a lot on beans and rice and oatmeal. A lot of oatmeal, God, a lot of oatmeal. For real, a lot of oatmeal. No supplements, no drugs. I rebuilt my body, re-engineered the way I look at things, and fast forward, yeah, that was, you know, over 10 years ago. So that's my story.
Damn, I gotta go after that. Alright, well, I was a fat kid. No, okay, so real talk, I grew up in Ferguson, so a lot of people know I grew up in Ferguson. Like, I think that's why, like, we all got a bond here. I got a bond with Will, I got a bond with Leslie. She can say those two, just in case y'all didn't know. But me and Dom's, like, a lot of people know we like brothers. Like, we literally talk every day. It might be some stuff we can't share with y'all, but we talk every day. So, like, we got that bond. Like, so, I grew up, 315 pounds, a freshman in high school, black kid. You know, I like to say I was chunky, but let's be honest, I was fat. Saying chunky just helped me sleep at night. But pretty much, the way it went was, that was what people thought was healthy. So being in the African American community, you know, when I lost the weight, when I got in shape, they're like, whoa, dude, are you okay? I'm like, wait, when I was 350 pounds, nobody said anything. But as soon as I started getting in shape and started feeling better, they're like, man, you look kind of sick. I'm like, wait, what? Like, how does this work? But that's the way our community views it. And I wasn't even vegan at that point yet. I was just more athletic, you know? And so once I went vegan, that was like a nail in the coffin for real, because everybody started questioning like what I was doing. You know, you sure you're gonna be okay, man? Is everything all right at home? Like, you know, like they started worrying about stuff that just didn't even matter before that, you know. And I always say, like, a lot of people don't know, like my past as my senior year in high school in Ferguson, in Berkeley, I was a butcher. Out of all things, you know, yeah, no, right? But you know, you don't know. You know, you don't know at that time. And that was just a job. I needed a job. I was trying to go to college, you know, and that's what happened. And, you know, as I look back at that, as much as I hated that I did it, it made me more empathetic to people that aren't vegan yet. And I don't judge them. I just try to guide them more than that.
Woo. That's a really good point. I'd like to open it up for a Q&A too. So.
Thank you all for being here. Listen, so I have a question. I'm an activist, right? I've been doing that for 13 years. And I want to say today is the last day we will ever have to protest Ringling Brothers circus. Yep. So all y'all have something to do, come to Long Island tonight to do the last protest. And so one of the things, you know, that I've shared in protesting is like, and I want to be sensitive about this and understand like what y'all position regarding like aligning the treatment of animals, right, and the way that people were treated, right, slaves were treated. It's sensitive, man, because I'm not black, so I don't want to tell someone, oh, you're supporting slavery. And, you know, I've gotten some really serious comments back, and it's hard because I see that there is a similarity too, right? I see there's a similarity, but I want to be, you know, mindful of how to be sensitive, right? So I just wonder if you had any thoughts about that, the correlation between slavery of humans and slavery of animals, but you guys have ever had to deal with any of that, especially possibly you as an ethical vegan.
I think you should take that first. Just be honest. Well, not only ethical, but I think the prison time, I think that kind of shows.
Yeah, you know, when I spoke at NYU a couple weeks ago, that was brought up too. I think, listen, there's things I can't go into other communities like the LGBT community. I'm not a part of that community. I support it, but I can't say certain things, okay, that they might find offended. Same thing, someone that hasn't come from my background, they have no place saying things like that. So it needs to be communicated to someone that's been through that experience. And I do communicate that type of information to people. So I think it really depends on who is actually communicating.
I think one of the things to kind of go to answer your question is that one reason that a lot of people with African American background can't understand that concept is that they don't see animals as a living thing. They look at it as, well, we're supposed to kill them. Until they see it as an actual living creature that doesn't want to die, then they'll never see that. You know, once they get that, then they'll understand that concept. To go on what he's saying though, no matter how much information you got, you'll probably never be able to relate to them or tell them because their mind is already there. It's like, I hate to say this, it's like an overweight person trying to tell, it's like somebody that's never been overweight, I'm sorry, trying to tell an overweight person what you gotta do. And you're like, you don't even know my struggles. No, it don't matter if I know your struggles. I read this book, and this book said that you gotta do this, and that's what it is. So like, even though your heart is in a great place, they'll never understand your concept and how you're giving it to them. So don't get frustrated in that sense either. Like if you got a friend that can talk to them, talk to the friend to talk to them.
Or find a better talking point. Yeah, today, find a better talking point. If you're not feeling confident about it, leave it alone.
Yeah, a lot of things when you see people with different ethnicities, and you know, if you don't correlate the animal suffering to it, be passionate about human rights too, then, because you know a lot of us are suffering some things that you can't probably identify with. However, it's still there. I'm not saying you got to be out there in the streets all the time, but be aware of it at least, you know, because as soon as somebody says something about animals, you're like, it's equivalent to slavery. Well, yeah, we experienced some other things too, you know, being brothers of African descent, you know, so just be aware of all of it across the board.
And also with that, like, sorry, but like, if you are gonna do that and then not you, because I know we actually know each other, so don't think I'm like going ahead. But what I'm saying is that if we're gonna be people of compassion, don't look down at the person that you're trying to help. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times with vegans, we're like, oh my God, you're not vegan yet, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're this person, you're that, and then like the person that's talking bad about them just went vegan yesterday. And like if you sit there on like, you know what I'm saying? Like we forget where we come from sometimes. And I understand when you change over, you get very compassionate about it and you want everybody else to do it, but you have to understand everybody has their time frame. But the more positive you are, they want to be a part of that. Like I can't run up to somebody's face, spit in their face and then say, you should be vegan. And that's what we do a lot. We do it online, we do it in person, and then we're like, we're trolling somebody else's page, and then we're like, you still haven't went vegan. And then you tag one of us, and now they hate us too. Which we're cool with it, we can take it, but I guarantee if you come from a different place, like, you know what, you can actually be this, and you can do this, hey, and take a look at DOMZ, and take a look at Will, take a look at Ndem. It's a totally different vibe, and they're not willing to listen to you. I think that's another thing. We have to be cognizant in our approach. Our approach sometimes is just so like me, and we forget it's not about me, it's about we.
Woo! And we kind of went into the whole tier 5 thing, and did you have any other comments about the tier 5 question?
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hi, I'm vegan. It was a transitional process. I've always eaten healthy, and so I was eating plant-based, and I was eating some fish and eggs, and then I cut out the fish and the eggs, and I'm full vegan. And I exercise a lot, so I don't want to eat fake meat. I don't understand eating the seitan and the fake chicken, and I don't get that. So I want to try to see what other ways I can get some protein into my... It's eating plants and leaves and seeds and nuts and green. Is that enough protein if I'm working out and lifting weights and things like that?
Absolutely, yes. Go first. What time was it? Everybody was looking up.
I was waiting on protein to come up 5 minutes ago, but you just the first thing you walk on stage like, hey, man, protein.
Wait, we're not gonna have a...
But I feel good. Like I don't feel, like when I tried to be vegan, I was vegan many years ago. And then I tried it again about 8 years ago, and I felt like a slug. I was falling asleep, I was lethargic, like I just felt like a dead woman walking, and I would never feel like that. But now that I transitioned into it and I've been doing it, I feel great. So I'm gonna go to the doctor and get my physical and make sure all my levels are good. But since I'm working out, I just want to make sure that if there's any supplements or things that you guys...
Quick question, along with what you're saying as far as like you feel better now, do you think you were eating the same as you were 8 years ago when you tried to go vegan?
Yeah, I'm actually eating better. I live out in California, in LA, where I can get all the fresh out of the farm.
Right, but I mean like the quantity, do you think you're eating the same amount of food as you were then? Do you think you eat more now or more back then?
I don't even know if I eat enough food, honestly. I don't know.
And that can be the problem. So
Yeah.
Because it seems like we need to eat a lot. Like I
Well,
eat a lot.
because as a vegan,
day.
you digest your food faster now.
Right.
But what happens is when we eat animal protein, it takes so long for our body to digest it, and it's holding on in our body. So we're still getting that energy. It might be bad energy, but we're still getting energy from that food. And what happens now, when you eat plant-based, our body, our digestive system has one job: digest it, get it out.
Yeah.
But with this animal stuff, it's like, well, what you want me to do with it? Like, Russell Simmons just had a great interview I just saw. And the guy was like, sorry kids, I just realized there's kids here. I'm sorry. But the guy was interviewing him and he said, well, the fact that we can eat meat, doesn't that mean we're omnivores? And Russell Simmons, without hesitating, he said, dumbass, we can eat plastic. That doesn't mean it's good for us, and we can digest it. So what happens is our body just can digest plants faster and better, which means you can re-up faster and more without the negative side effects.
Well, I haven't eaten meat and red meat in over 20 years.
Yeah.
And I would eat fish maybe twice a week, and I would eat eggs, and I stopped eating the fish and the egg and the dairy. And so literally it's just plants, nuts, grains, seeds, and...
when you say plants, what type of plants? What exactly is your intake?
I mean, I eat a lot of greens, a lot of kale, a lot of chard, a lot of bok choy, broccoli, Brussels sprouts.
It's all good, but also increase your raw fruit intake.
Yes, that's where it's at.
That's energy.
Yeah, so I'm primarily raw vegan, so you guys out there don't know. I consume a lot of blended raw fruits. But let me back up a little bit. I want you guys to understand, I'm not saying go out there, promote mock meats. I try not to promote it myself, but it's good for those that are transitioning from an omnivore diet to a vegan diet. So if I can say anything to all you guys out there, don't diss those mock meats, okay? We need them. Some people just don't want to come on the switch and say, I'm just going to eat raw fruits and plants. Not everyone has that type of mentality.
Time's up. Alright, so this is how we gonna talk. We gonna get real.
I think we're back.
We're back.
We're back. Okay. Alright, there we go. But yeah, listen, everything has its place in this community. Mock meats, we all know it's processed meats, and it's not the healthiest option. But listen, there's levels to this, you know what I mean? And that's real talk. Some people need it for their transitioning, okay? But for you specifically, I would just encourage you to definitely increase your fruit base, because I personally believe we're more, like what the hell film said, frugivores. We're more built and designed to consume fruit, you know, so.
And what you mean so active, that fruit is actually gonna just give you energy.
Yeah, I be bouncing. People think I go to the gym just to go to the gym. I don't, because I have all the energy. I have an outlet for it. I mean, I'm gonna go crazy.
And with that fruit consumption, fruits are chock full of essential fatty acids, aminos, everything that you need. I heard you mention protein. Don't worry about the word protein itself. Focus on the aminos, which are building blocks of protein. And fruit is the #1 source of those because they easily assimilate. Well, actually, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, focus on that and you will get all you need without worrying about your protein. Your body has the capacity to recycle, you're going to hear me say this, up to 80% of the protein you have in the form of amino acid. We have an amino acid pool. So when you hear people say things like incomplete proteins, that's a lie too.
Correct.
Your body will draw from that pool along with the foods that you eat and link up and give you everything that you need to be complete, so to speak. So don't fall into that trap either.
And one more thing before we leave the protein topic, I know we got to move on forward. Anybody want to take a guess how much protein that I average per day?
30 grams. 120? You trying to kill him?
Less than 100. There's days that I even get 50. So be careful, because a lot of marketers out there want you to really buy protein powder. Seriously, be careful, because you don't need that much protein in your body. It's real tough.
I am probably the one protein shake owner that is honest. And I tell you, you don't need protein shakes. My protein shakes are a convenience. I log 85,000 sky miles last year. And that's without even exaggerating. I'm on the go, literally. Like, I left the plane at 5 this morning to get here at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm always on the go. It's for convenience.
Sure.
Right. And I always say, like, do I want you to buy it? Yeah, thank you. I got a kid now. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm also honest to the point of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do that. That's not what you have to do. So always think about that. Is it convenient? Yes. Do I need to do it? No. And that's what you need to find out. What do I need to do? And once you find that out, then you got your answer.
Yeah, everybody got their own lifestyle. He's right, 100%. I'm only joking with John, but yeah, it's definitely for those that are, listen, it's convenient. Pop open a shaker, shake it up. And yeah, it has its purpose, just like the mock meat has its purpose. But again, research every company, because not everyone source their products from ethical places.
It's also for taste as well, because a lot of people, they're not used to actually eating flavorful stuff, because with meat, you season the crap out of it, so they're not really even knowing what they're eating. So once you switch to just whole foods, some of it's bland to people, so that's where the protein powder, I know you are, you're the rarity, the majority of people, they need that mock meat, they need the protein powder for taste, so that they can have it, and then smoothies, I would suggest for you, is the smoothies, and then count your calories one day just to see how many you're actually putting in. And if you're really active, you need to increase it up. That's one of the beautiful things about working out is you get to eat even more. So I mean, take a total of
Do we have any questions in the back?
Hi, I just wanted to say this is amazing to have all this talent in one place, and thank you for being here, and thank the promoters for putting this panel together. Discussions almost every day. I had one this morning at my kitchen table with a neighbor. And a lot of times people's views on these things are formed by religion and politics, two of the most touchy subjects. So how do you talked about approach before, but when these two are what's informing their outlook, how do you frame that conversation so that it don't get ugly?
Well, I would say, sorry, y'all, I keep jumping in first, I'm being rude. Well, first of all, I gotta give you credit for actually eating with your neighbor. I think a lot of people don't do that. Like, seriously, like, who in here has ate with a neighbor recently? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Like, seriously, that's amazing. Good job, y'all. Like, that's good. Because I always say also that we can't influence anybody if we live in our bubble. We want everybody to go vegan, but we don't want to touch them. And we don't want to talk to them, and we don't want them to know where we stay. But we want everybody to go vegan. So you have to get out there, and you have to have that positive message. For me, I think, I always tell people, once you put religion into any type of debate, you lost. Like, once you do that, you lost. If I can give you science, and not tainted science, like I had somebody, I just posted something yesterday about camel milk. Has anybody seen that? So it's been selling camel milk, and I had somebody on there that said something about, well, people are gonna drink milk regardless whether it's camel or ox or this or that. And I said, you know what the problem is? I said, if you are trying to use the fact that the milk from another animal is gonna make you healthy, then you probably believe that the semen from that animal is gonna make you pregnant.
Absolutely.
But for me, I'm an asshole. I know I am. But I like to be like comical with it. I do. Like, I want them to think. I want them to literally think about what I'm saying. Because like, I've actually had people, when I say that to them, they're like, damn, I never thought of that. Because nobody thinks of that. But if you really want to say that the milk of another animal is gonna make you healthy, all right, what about the rest of it then? Like, that's where we gotta get to now, bless you. We don't have to get to the point of where we're like me and a complete asshole. You might want to keep some friends around. But me, I got enough, so I don't really like go too hard. But you gotta be more scientific and question them. I think what a lot of times we talk to them and we tell them this is how it has to be, like, okay, so why do you believe that? Really? Did somebody tell you that, or did you research it? And a lot of times they can't tell you what they believe in. They can't explain to you why they believe in something. And once you ask them and question them and they can't answer it, you're like, okay, well, this is what I learned. You might be able to use it, you might not be able to. But here, try this information out. And that's what I do.
Hey, Will.
Hey.
Friends of mine on Facebook.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, anyway,
One fan.
I appreciate all the two of you being here.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm the only vegan bodybuilder in my gym, and I'm trying to inspire other people. I'm wondering, do you meet many vegan bodybuilders when you work out?
No.
Well, do we meet any vegan bodybuilders in town? In the gym, I guess.
Well, define bodybuilding. What do you mean specifically?
I think just being anybody when you're other people to work out.
Okay.
I think for us, like, we wear a lot of gear, like on purpose, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then you'll be very shocked at the amount of people that will walk up to you like, oh man, even if they're not vegan, it even opens up the conversation. Cause they're like, wait, you're vegan? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. And that's why you do it because, and you don't do it to be judgmental. You're like, look, I'm vegan, and guess what? I'm still lifting weights, and I'm still alive, and I'm not dying, and I'm okay. It didn't happen. The whole myth, everything's okay, and that's what we do. Like when we go out and work out together, we literally we live hard. We go hard so that people can see like we're not. Hey, everybody, say hi to Taylor. Say hi, Taylor. Toronto people like what? So no, we try to like make sure that like people can see what we do. Berto, can you stand up? Yeah, he's vegan, so you know like you see what but we try to go out and we try to show people that you can be compassionate, you can still have muscle. This is not a padded suit. That's it. I know you probably thinking like, yo, I'm gonna go buy me an E with an elephant E sweatshirt and it's gonna be padded.
And we got them back there.
They are back there. I was like, but no, like, I think the thing is keep wearing your shirt, man, and when people come up to you, be open about it. Be like, oh man, yeah, I've been vegan for this long, I feel great. Like, we can't promote the lifestyle if we're like depressed. And nothing, I'm not talking about depressed people at all, but what I'm saying is, you have to be energetic and love what you do so other people want to do it.
Well, John is really getting that. Be proud to be a vegan. Be proud of what you stand for because, listen, that message you're wearing across your shirt, that message that you're putting in your bio, just saying vegan alone, might trigger one person to do some research and go vegan. And that enough should make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say.
I got you back.
Okay, hi, good afternoon.
Hey.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you for just having us be here. There's a few things that I kind of wanted to bring forth. As I'm listening, I'm hearing a lot of personal stories about being vegan and becoming vegan for the ethical aspect for animals and things of that nature. My story is a little bit different. For me becoming vegan was mostly a spiritual / historical. I don't know if I'll go into that.
I feel you.
So I heard also different comments about like the African American community and them being very stuck on meat. So I wanted to bring it forth only because in my new knowledge and understanding of history, we start to see that in places like Kemet, which is modern day Egypt, Ethiopia, and Sudan, we really go back in time, because Kemet is like one of the oldest civilizations that was functioning in the world. So when you go back and you start understanding what they were eating in their lifestyle, they were maintaining this kind of lifestyle. So for me, I don't have a problem with animals, but my main reason I would say for becoming vegan was understanding what is going on in the Black community in terms of disease and miseducation. So I understand that there's a lack of understanding of where you're from and what you stem from and your culture. So if you don't understand it, you pick up what your oppressor has given to you. So when you then go back in time and start to understand and do deep research, things that you're not going to find on the internet, you got to go deeper. You start to see that our ancestors were living like this. This is not new. This is something that's been around.
I mean, just look at our hands. Look at where you feel. after being on this diet. I think we all can agree that we're thriving on this diet. It's an amazing feeling. It's one of the best things I really think that any human being in this world can do. I agree with you, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay. So my question is, in the conversations that you're having, I know there was mention of, you know, when you're growing up and you're losing weight and the people in the community are like, are you sick? Have we ever taken the historical perspective, meaning speaking with them about their actual, like where they come from? Because I'm noticing that for me, that's actually stimulating deep thought process and how they're living.
I definitely have. Like I even related to like just, I mean, I know it's not, doesn't seem recent, but if you go back to slavery, you know what I'm saying? Like we were like you said, we were handed this. We were handed the junk that they didn't want to eat, and we're like, no, this is good for you. You know what I'm saying? And like today, now we think that oxtail or those chitlins or whatever it is are like nutrient dense, and we need that. And I always say it all the time, like if it wasn't given to you, would you be eating it right now? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like the religion that we have, no knock on religion. I know some religion that saves some people's lives. But the religion that you have right now, was it given to you or did you read up on it? It's a difference, and I say that all the time. And then people, but the one thing we have to remember, and it's dealing with, even if it's in the black community, even in the white community, humans have one trait that no other animal has, and it's selfishness. So sometimes, and I've had these debates, and that we go back to history, we talk about everything, and at the end of the day, they're like, yeah, but it's 2017. I'm like, okay, well, let's relate it to health then. Like, if you are selfish, are you tired of taking that blue pill just to be with your wife, or are you tired of like, just waking up in the morning and being lethargic? Why don't you look at what you're eating? And you have to be, sometimes you have to feel that selfishness and see, like, if you want to be healthy, this is what you have to do. Because I know, like we said, some people don't care about the animals, some people don't care about the environment, but if you tell me, you know what, you keep that up, you're gonna die in 2 years. They're gonna change everything up. Or they'll try, you know, they'll try to, but as much as I've tried with history, it's just, some people suffer. They're stubborn, but I keep using it, but some people still suffer.
Before we wrap it up here, I want to give each of the guys a chance to share about their upcoming projects and close things out, and they'll be around and about to talk to you afterwards. So go ahead.
Anyway, thanks for having me in New York. I appreciate your time. Stop clapping, I'm trying to tell you where to find me. You can look on Instagram at Will Tucker Fitness. I got a booth right there in the back, selling my willpower shirts. I'm working with a plant-based doctor and a plant-based chef on a program called Just Start Here, so maybe some people can relate to that. It's about transitioning into a plant-based diet. I'm working on an exercise book too, like I said, I'm a fitness trainer out of Phoenix. I have a book coming out soon with that too, so it'll be self-published, so go ahead and I'm gonna put it on Indiegogo or whatever they call it, and beg you for some money, don't worry. Other than that, there's a couple other things I don't really want to talk about right now because they're still in the infancy stages, but that's where you can find me, and thanks for having me again.
Thanks for being so welcome in New York. I was just overwhelmed by the city, you know, generosity, how people are. I had a misconception in my mind how people were gonna be when I went on the subway, but I totally got changed though. So I was like, you made this Cali boy feel welcome, so thank you for that. So you can find me on Hot Chocolate Fitness where I do transformation stories. So if you have a story you want to share, whether it's weight loss or some kind of addiction you stopped or anything, I share stories like that. Instagram is BigTimer32, but not with the I because you'll find somebody weird on there. I don't want y'all to be like, what the hell is that? And I've got some projects going on where I want to go into some inner cities and preach about not preach, but talk about veganism. Preach, brother. Hallelujah. And teach other people how to eat better and go through there so they can have a better idea of how to better themselves. And a smoothie ebook coming out, and yeah, that's about it.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, I got a couple things going up, coming up in the next year. Listen, continue. I really just want to personally thank each and every one of you guys out there that have supported Crazies and Weirdos. We're trying our best to be pretty much the Gap version for vegans, meaning we're coming out with a lot of basic lines. All our clothes are, like I said, for that basic line, it's going to be organic materials and recycled materials. We're developing shoes, not these corny shoes out that some of you guys probably see out there, but developing coats and eco-friendly denim. So we got a lot of good, cool things coming out online for you guys from crazies and weirdos. Eat What Elephants Eat, the book is going to be coming out too next year. Yeah, so if you guys are not following Eat What Elephants Eat on Instagram, you should. It really means eat what Dominic eats. Because I'm gonna show you my way. Because I know a lot of you guys have been asking, and I'm finally ready to show you guys. Sorry, I've been busy. I've been working in corporate America, but June is my last month.
Working in Pine Downs.
The school with Dominic Thompson. Donald Thompson.
But before I say mine, thank you, Leslie, for doing and working in Pine View, of course.
At Leslie Kane on Instagram.
Bam. For me, I do want to say thank you all for like coming to hear our crazy stories. I know we can be a lot. You probably go home like, wow, like they are nuts, and that's cool. We get it. I guess for me right now, me and him, we don't step on each other's toes. We got the same stuff going on. Like I got some shoes I'm working on now too, the documentaries, the apps, a food company that I'm working with right now. So there's a whole bunch of things, and with the documentary, we're going to be going back to Ferguson and really like talking to the people and trying to like get them to see how like what we eat really has an effect on our mentality. And that's going to be a big project. So really appreciate everybody coming out. Love you all. And if you ever need to reach me, you can reach me at john@badassvegan.com or Instagram @badassvegan and all over the place. And tomorrow night we are actually going to be at Point Kitchen. Don't bring chalk. Don't do that. But it's going to be fun. We'll be there again from 6:30 to 8:30. All right? Love you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.